A bill to implement and regulate voter-approved medical marijuana may have new life.
KETV News Watch 7 has learned lawmakers may have worked out a compromise to possibly advance it to the full floor for debate.
KETV News Watch 7's Andrew Ozaki has details on this developing story from Lincoln.
The sponsor of one of the medical marijuana bills believes there is still hope, even with only 20 days left in the session.
It's in a strange kind of limbo right now, but right now it looks like things are starting to progress and things are starting to shape.
Senator Ben Hansen believes in the last 2 days he struck a compromise with the chair of the General Affairs to advance the bill out of the committee.
The compromise that we've kind of come up with, and still very shaky, is that you still will not be able to smoke it, but we will allow up to 2 ounces of flower and bud to be issued to a qualified patient.
Senator Rick Holcroft plans to hold an executive session of committee members on Thursday after the legislature adjourns for the day.
I think we have enough votes to get it to the floor, and then it'll kind of be up to the entire body to whether or not they want to advance that or not.
I'm anxious to see, what this new amendment looks like.
One of the organizers of the medical marijuana ballot measures says she is grateful that conversations are continuing.
The General Affairs Committee is recognizing the importance of making sure that a bill is heard before the entire legislature yet this session. Time is running out. We need to get something done. The people deserve that.
Over the weekend and Monday, several lawmakers are hosting public forums on medical cannabis. Eggers hopes people will show up
and let them know what the people voted on.
Hansen had filed a motion to pull the bill out of committee, but he believes this may be the best path forward.
I think right now anything we kind of move forward is going to be something that both sides can live with, but no one's really going to like 100%.
In Lincoln, Andrew Ozaki, KETV, News Watch 7.